Born King Media, welcome to the show. The morning after OU has taken a beating to South Carolina with a score of 35-9. And the game started off real shaky, very early, very often. And I just wanted to pose the question. Who should be the quarterback moving forward? Now, Jackson Arnold started the first, four games. And then he was benched 1 minute before halftime against Tennessee. And rightfully so, to be quite honest. He wasn't playing good. Um, but the thing is, should they have went back to him after the Tennessee game was over? That is the question. You know what I'm saying? Michael Hawkins Jr. came in, you know, provided a little spark, looked decent. You know what I'm saying? Then the next game, he had the 48-yard touchdown against Auburn. He was it looked good, but when you go re-examine the game, he really only had that play and the play that the 61-yard touchdown. Without that, he only has 100 yards passing, so we got to look at all of that and evaluate what we think is the best option moving forward. Now, they both have now played in 5 games. Michael Hawkins Jr. has a quarterback rating of 117.6 or point zero 0.06. He is 45 of 72. That is 62.5% completion percentage. He has 476 yards, one touchdown, a long of 60. He's averaging 95 yards, 95.2 yards a game. Okay. And he has 2 interceptions, both of which came today. Jackson Arnold has 118.47 passer rating. And just for reference, the highest passer rating you can get is 158.3. So both of them passer rating ain't bad. And when you just look at the passer rating itself. But okay, Arnold was 79 completions, 138 attempts. He has 3 interceptions, which, we saw those against Tennessee. And he is 57.25% on the completion percentage, 763 yards, 8 touchdowns, and a long of 54. He's averaging 152.6 yards per game. So those are the stats. But there's much more to this than just the stats. The offensive line is absolutely trash. And I don't want to I hate throwing like these young guys under the bus, but with the NIL and all that, man, y'all getting paid money. So you know what? You got to show up. And I'm sick of just not saying it like it is. So I'm going to say it like it is. The offensive line is trash. Like, it's unforgivably trash. Jackson Arnold got sacked 8 times today. And Michael Hawkins Jr. got sacked 1 time, which resulted in a fumble. Matter of fact, on the day, they had 6 fumbles total. 6 fumbles. But luckily, they only lost 2. But they had 6 fumbles on the day. And the game started, right out the gate, interception. Okay? They go 5 plays, 41 yards, score a touchdown. We come back, fumble, scoop and score to the house. Then, oh, let's decide, which I don't know why they kept doing. They kept trying to block the tight end on the defensive end. I'm one of the best young guys in the game right now. And Of course, he gets hit. The ball goes just flying down the field. Interception to the house. So that's how the game pretty much starts. And as an OU fan, since I can remember having memory, that was some of the most disgusting stuff I've ever seen. I mean, the game started. I'm gonna quote the great Barry Trample. The game started at 11:45. The game was over at 12. Real talk. The game was over in 15 minutes of live action. Like it was over with. The game was a wrap. We knew the game was a wrap. The whole rest of the game, we just sitting here hoping for some type of hope and glory. Some Sooner magic, if you will, which is now being termed Sooner tragic. And there's a reason for that. Because we ain't even got a goddamn offensive coordinator that can realize that you can't block one of the best defensive lines in the country. You can't block the DN, the edge players with tight ends. Like, let's be smarter than that. Seth Luttrell, you are the offensive coordinator. Okay? Act like you've done this before. My goodness. Even I know that. I've never been a damn offensive coordinator for a team. I'm just a fan of a team who played football when I was young and had aspirations of playing football until I couldn't no more. So miss me with this soft baby Charmin shit that we want to do with these coaches all the time. No, I'm over that. Seth Luttrell. You might as well, hey, see that picture over there on that desk right there? Hey, you see the whatever you got in the office, you might as well start putting it in the box, setting it in the box because it's pretty much it has to be over for you. I'm not saying, and I don't know, we're not gonna like fire them in the middle of the season or nothing like that. I mean, right now, I don't know. I would because hell, how much worse can it be with somebody else? This is tragic. I mean, I guess it can be worse, but we would have to see. And the only reason why I wouldn't fire him in the middle of the season like this is just because you don't want to scare off another potential offensive coordinator who could come in here and he looking at it like, well, shoot, if I mess up a couple games, I'm out of here. But see, in reality, as a Sooner fan, we know that's not the case. We've been looking at this for a minute. I mean, we was mad at Jeff Lebby last year. We'd love to have Jeff Lebby right now, wouldn't we? You know what I'm saying? Jet sweeping all up and down the field. I don't give a damn. We'd love to have Jeff Lebby. But instead, we have a guy who, I don't know, acting like he's inept to do the damn job. When I've seen him have decent offenses other places, and as a head coach and all this stuff, but he comes here and he's almost like, oh, this University of Oklahoma, we can make it work. We can just, I guess, throw people out there and it's gonna work, man. It don't work like that, brother. Especially now that we're in the SEC. And I shouldn't, and I'm not, and somebody else or nobody should have to tell you this. I mean, come on now. You're out here making rookie mistakes, high school football type mistakes that I see high school football coaches coaching better than this. And now we got like hell, after halftime, we got, the stadium is clearing out. What do we do? What are we looking at? I've never in my life seen a 21-point deficit that fast at Gaylord Memorial Stadium. Never. Never. And I've been watching football since, the 80s, son. You know what I'm saying? Since I was a young one. You know what I'm saying? And this is some of the worst stuff I've seen. John Blake in 1998. I know everybody keep referring to that because that's the worst we've seen since then. That's why we keep referring to that. Okay? Brent Venables, your job is about to be on the line, sir, because you made this decision to hire Seth Luttrell as your offensive coordinator and Joe John Finley, you hired them. And this is what they doing. Were y'all trying to be cheap? Or what? I don't know. But it's looking like you made a bad decision, brother. And I say that, and I say that with fully knowing that the offensive line is terrible. So no matter what they do, it's going to be hard to get it off. But who put together this offensive line? Who decided not to spend the money they needed to spend to keep certain players and stuff like that, like Green going to Missouri? Who decided to pick those players at the transfer portal? You know what I mean? You watched the film, and they're here somehow starting at OU or playing. You did this, Bill Bedenbaugh. I mean, come on. You have a tenure, a history of being a great offensive line coach, so we're gonna give you grace. Me personally, I might let you slide this year. You have a decent recruiting class coming in, on paper, but we don't know until they get here. But I tell you what, that was disgusting. Disgusting what I seen yesterday. Okay. 9 sacks, bro. I don't think, I guess somebody probably look it up. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback get sacked 9 times at OU, man. In my lifetime. And I've been watching this thing for a long time. This was absolute trash. What I looked at today. Absolute disgusting. And I'm disgusted. I woke up this morning so disgusted. I had to come in here and get on the mic, on the camera, and tell everybody in the world how disgusted I am at OU football right now. This is some of the worst shite I've seen in a long time, bro. Offensive wise, disgust. Defense, I'm not even mad at y'all. You know what I'm saying? When you down 21 nothing straight out the gate, what is the defense supposed to do? Hmm? I mean, somebody tell me in the comment section, what the hell is the defense supposed to do when you come out the gate like that? Okay? And sure, they gave up a couple big plays or whatever the case is going to happen during a game. But the offense has to provide the defense with a fighting chance and vice versa. And the special teams. And you know what? You want to talk about special teams? You want to talk about the one of the worst fake punts I've ever seen at one of the worst times? This is what we doing? This is the type of coaches we got right now. Oh, y'all understand this? This is what we're looking at. Some of the worst. I'm trying to, keep my language together, but this is bad. Some of the worst stuff I've ever seen. Okay, at the University of Oklahoma, we got to fix it and fix it fast. Now, as far as what we're supposed to be talking about, the quarterback situation. Okay, Jackson Arnold needed to be taken out in the Tennessee game. No doubt about it. He was struggling, playing bad. I mean, if it was me, though, I probably would have just stuck with it, let him ride it out, bad game and all. Okay, it took him out. Fine. I can't say you were wrong. Michael Hawkins came in, provided a little spark, but that's all it was ever going to be, for real. For real, for real. If you ask me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I would have went right back to Jackson Arnold the next week. Me personally. Say, hey, son, I had to bench you. You was playing bad. You got to learn a lesson. Boom, let's go right back to you. Show some confidence in the young man. Now, what happens is you start Michael Hawkins Jr., and what happens with him? Now, he feeling like he can't make a mistake. He just shelled up. He holding the ball. He don't want to throw it downfield. Don't want to make a mistake because he know he might get pulled with 1 minute left before halftime. So conservative. Went out against Texas. Man, I mean, that was bad. Okay. So conservative. Okay. Just trying to run the ball. Looking, I mean, not even really. And I feel bad for him a little bit because, like I said, the offensive line is so trash. The play calling is so trash. And this is what he had to work with. Now, within all of that, it just wasn't the boy is a freshman. It's just let's just keep it real. True freshman. At least Jackson Arnold's been here. He went through last year. He saw how it's supposed to be with Dylan Gabriel. You would think it would look a little better, but it's not. And a lot of that is to do with, I believe, the offensive line and offensive coordinator. Okay. So I believe they should stick with Jackson Arnold the rest of the way. And I don't give a damn if he throw two interceptions in the first half again. Okay, quarterbacks do this. It happens. Okay, it happens in the growth process of learning how to read defenses and see it. And it's hard to see it when you're running around because your offensive line sucks. Okay, that's just the truth. Okay, so hopefully they stick with Jackson Arnold. And if they decide to go back to Michael Hawkins at some point, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. We're gonna lose. We're probably gonna end up losing both of them, just like the Caleb and Spencer situation. Do we want that again? Do we want to lose both of our 5-star quarterbacks? I know Michael Hawkins wasn't a 5-star, but I'm saying with Spencer and Caleb, do we want to lose both? We want to do that again, huh? And we got Spencer Rattler tweeting "Go Cox" on goddamn X and whatever the case. Hey, Spencer Rattler, yeah, we don't really like you, bro. So we don't care about your goddamn comments. Okay? Anyway. So I'm right. I think they should stick with Jackson Arnold. That's my thoughts. And um, yes, he made some mistakes. He missed some open people. He missed Jordan in the end zone on a sail route. Uh he missed what's his name? Hester early down the field. But hey, he's just getting back out there. They gonna make mistakes. Roll with Jackson Arnold. Y'all heard him after the game. If you saw the post game, his confidence, my goodness, they didn't just completely killed the boy's confidence. I can imagine what Michael Hawks Jr. feeling like right now. I haven't heard anything from him, but I can imagine how he's feeling. But he would have been fine just being a god darn red shirt, playing behind Jackson Arnold and waiting to get his shot. Instead, panic button, panic button, and here we are. So those are my thoughts. The morning after that pretty much ass whooping that we took yesterday. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse after the Texas game, here we are. So, hey, Brett, fix it. Fix it. I'm a fan. I'm always going to be a fan, no matter what. But please fix it so I can wake up Sunday morning, eat breakfast with a smile on my face, knowing that OU won the game and knowing that we have competent goddamn coaches. Please fix it. I'm out of here, y'all. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, share the video if you want to. I appreciate everybody for even watching the video the morning after that ass whooping. I'm gonna holler at y'all here in a little bit, man. We're gonna stay on this OU content. We're gonna keep it going with all this content that I want to talk about. Because I like to talk about everything. This is Board King Media. I'm Antonio Lamar. Peace.